Her uncle inquired about the woman, but Camilla's father refused to disclose any information about his daughter. Enraged, her uncle attempted to kill him. Vesper intervened to save her father, but her efforts were futile. Her uncle killed Camilla's father and pushed Vesper aside. Vesper decided to conceal the truth about her father's death from Camilla, fearing that she would be unable to bear the pain. She returned home and lied to Camilla, stating that she had searched for her father but couldn't find him and would continue the search the following day. Camilla then inquired about her mother, asking where she was. Vesper explained that her mother had contracted the deadly virus and had joined a rebel group known as the Pilgrims to avoid infection. The Pilgrims, who were themselves infected, lived in isolation and were indifferent to the plight of others. They even collected and utilized garbage for survival. Over time, a mother-daughter bond developed between Vesper and Camilla. Vesper showed Camilla her laboratory where she cultivated genetically modified plants, which had grown significantly. Camilla was deeply impressed by Vesper's intelligence and ingenuity. One day, Vesper decided to reveal the truth about her father's death to Camilla. She brought Camilla to the site where her father had been killed. The sight of her father's lifeless body devastated Camilla, and she wept uncontrollably. Vesper comforted her as best she could. During this time, Vesper noticed a strange mark on Camilla's neck. When questioned, Camilla revealed a startling secret. She was actually a jug, an artificial being created within the citadel. The man she called her father had been her creator. This revelation explained her profound sorrow over his demise. Camilla, however, was far more intelligent and emotionally complex than other jugs. The citadel inhabitants sought to eliminate her. To escape, Camilla's father attempted to flee the citadel in a plane, but it was destroyed mid-flight, preventing him from traveling further. Camilla confessed to Vesper, "I lied to you. We weren't going to take you and your father to the citadel. We had actually escaped from there, so returning was never an option. I only said that to encourage you to find your father." Vesper felt deeply hurt and betrayed. "You broke my heart," she exclaimed. "I had started to see you as my last hope." Later, Vesper's father, communicating through the drone robot, urged her to forgive Camilla, explaining that she was deeply saddened and broken. Vesper, heeding her father's advice, forgave Camilla and resumed their conversation. One day, Vesper remembered that since Camilla originated from the citadel, her blood, DNA, and cells might hold the key to unlocking the dormant seeds. She tried, but to no avail, leaving her disappointed and worried. Camilla, however, played a melody her father had taught her. Surprisingly, this music unlocked the seeds. The sound itself was the code. Camilla's father had taught her this music for this very purpose. Vesper rejoiced, realizing that they could now cultivate any crop they desired, ensuring their survival and prosperity without the need to rely on the citadel. One day, while Vesper was away, her uncle arrived at their home. Upon seeing Camilla, he recognized her as a jug from the distinctive mark on her neck. Before he could harm her, Vesper returned. They confronted her uncle, overpowering him. Instead of killing him, Vesper offered him a deal. If he kept Camilla's existence a secret from the citadel, she would reveal the formula for unlocking the seeds, ensuring his survival and the survival of the children in his orphanage. Initially, her uncle agreed to the terms. However, his greed ultimately overrode his prudence. He contacted the citadel inhabitants, informing them about Camilla and the seed unlocking method. The citadel rangers swiftly retaliated, killing her uncle to prevent the spread of this knowledge. This story depicts a dystopian future where the Earth lies in ruins. How did the planet reach this desolate state, and how do people strive to survive? Let's delve into the narrative to understand. The movie opens with a stark portrayal of a devastated future world. The environment has been irrevocably damaged, and life has become a constant struggle. This ecological catastrophe originated with a well-intentioned but ultimately disastrous scientific experiment. Researchers attempted to manipulate the DNA of trees and plants, aiming to revolutionize agriculture. However, the experiment backfired catastrophically. The genetically modified plants evolved into deadly predators, posing a severe threat to human existence. Furthermore, a lethal virus spread rapidly, pushing humanity to the brink of extinction. In the face of this chaos, society fractured into two distinct factions. The wealthy elite retreated into a fortified sanctuary known as the Citadel, a haven boasting a lush environment and advanced technology. The Citadel's inhabitants cultivated genetically modified seeds capable of producing bountiful harvests. However, their generosity came at a sinister price. They only shared these seeds with outsiders in exchange for blood or organs. Meanwhile, the impoverished masses endured a life of hardship in the barren wasteland outside. The Citadel seeds were designed to produce only a single type of crop unless unlocked with a specific code, further tightening the grip on the marginalized population. Enter Vesper, the courageous and resourceful protagonist of our story. Residing in this harsh exterior world, Vesper dedicated herself to caring for her paralyzed father, whose body remained immobilized while a portion of his consciousness operated a drone-like robot. Formerly a Citadel worker, her father was expelled when his paralysis rendered him incapable of fulfilling his duties. The Citadel provided the drone as a means of communication, but survival ultimately rested entirely on Vesper's ingenuity. Vesper, a remarkably intelligent young woman, established her own rudimentary laboratory where she conducted genetic experiments on plants. She tirelessly sought ways to survive amidst the adversity. She also maintained her father's life through a life support system powered by a battery, a lifeline that soon became the focal point of her struggles. One fateful day, Vesper discovered that the life support battery had been stolen. Driven by desperation to save her father, she reluctantly turned to her uncle, Jonas, a man she deeply distrusted. Jonas was a sinister figure who operated an orphanage, exploiting the children by trading their blood and organs to the Citadel in exchange for resources and comfort. Vesper approached Jonas, pleading for the battery. He agreed to her request, but only after extracting her blood as payment and instructing her to return in 2 days. Vesper knew her father would not survive that long. When Jonas refused to relent, she attempted to steal the battery, but her plan was tragically thwarted. The story of Vesper is a testament to courage, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit in the face of overwhelming odds. It explores the lengths to which one will go to survive in the face of insurmountable challenges. What awaits Vesper in her ongoing struggle against this grim reality remains to be seen. The uncle catches Vesper and drags her away. Later, Vesper stealthily returns. A child witnessed her actions but remained silent. First, Vesper stole the battery. Then, she also took many seeds that her uncle had acquired from the Citadel inhabitants. She rushed back to her house. A few days later, Vesper observed a plane departing from the Citadel, but it crashed a short distance away. Vesper immediately rushed to the crash site, where she discovered an injured woman named Camilla lying unconscious. Vesper quickly provided first aid and carried Camilla back to her home. She treated Camilla's wounds and tended to her injuries. Camilla's health improved significantly, and she regained consciousness. She informed Vesper that her father was with her and encouraged Vesper to find her own father, as they were both from the Citadel and could live comfortably there together. Upon hearing this, Vesper immediately set out to find her father. She had seen Camilla's father earlier. However, before Vesper reached him, her uncle arrived. Recognizing the man as someone from the Citadel, and noticing the device he carried, her uncle deduced that a woman had accompanied him. They then proceeded to Vesper's house. Aware of their arrival, Camilla offered to surrender herself to the Rangers, believing that they would leave Vesper unharmed. However, Vesper's father warned them that the Citadel inhabitants would not spare Vesper, regardless of Camilla's surrender. Vesper's father, through the drone, advised, "You both should run away from here. When the Rangers arrive, they'll go back empty-handed. You both must flee immediately." As soon as the Rangers reached Vesper's house, her father activated the drone's self-destruct system, a mechanism that detonated a powerful bomb. The resulting explosion obliterated the Rangers and tragically claimed the life of Vesper's father. Vesper was devastated by her father's death, completely shattered. Camilla, mirroring the care Vesper had shown her, did her best to comfort her. However, some surviving Rangers had witnessed their escape and were in pursuit. They found themselves trapped amidst a field of poisonous plants, with the Rangers closing in. Fortunately, Camilla, with her knowledge of the plants, managed to incapacitate 2 rangers by exploiting their poisonous nature. They then heard the sound of 2 more planes approaching, realizing the citadel was not giving up easily. Camilla, understanding the gravity of the situation, decided to surrender herself to the rangers to ensure Vesper's escape. Vesper desperately tried to dissuade her, but Camilla was resolute. Utilizing her unique ability to induce sleep, Camilla put Vesper into a deep slumber. When Vesper awoke the next morning, Camilla was gone. It was clear she had been taken back to the citadel by the rangers. Returning to her destroyed home, Vesper planted the seeds, hoping to cultivate a source of food. Soon, children from her uncle's orphanage arrived. Vesper, recognizing the need for a safe haven, led the children towards the pilgrim settlement. Upon reaching the pilgrims' encampment, she discovered they had constructed a massive tower from salvaged materials. Climbing to the top, Vesper scattered the seeds she had brought, dispersing them across the desolate landscape. This act symbolized hope for the future. These seeds, nurtured by the land, would eventually sprout and flourish, providing sustenance for humanity and ushering in a new era of survival and renewal. With this glimmer of hope, the story concludes.